How's it going, guys? This is your boy Fresh Friend Bird here. Now we're gonna be talking about a newer episode 7 of my unboxing series. Since I've been noticing that I end up reaching my goal of reaching 200 subscribers on my YouTube channel, since I make my promise trying to keep my channel diverse between metal, non-metal, gaming, possibly furry content in the near future. Even though what you're about to notice some changes within my YouTube channel. We're gonna be talking about new improved thumbnails, improved cover photos like the ones that you see on Facebook or on YouTube, possibly new profile picture for my YouTube, and also, uh, yeah, it's gonna be much more improved since I am thankful from all of my friends and my cousins and some of my closest online friends, even my girlfriend as well. It's been a blessing day, not spiritually, but more miraculously, since it's been a good day since I passed my midterm class. My blood works came out very clean, no diabetes, no nothing, and I need to look up and improve my physicality since I'm not the best, but I'm trying to be more motivated as possible. Even my girlfriend is trying to get motivated as well. Well, I don't blame her, neither am I, because hey, we're different. Okay, now since I'm getting a little bit more off topic, I want to say is I'm sorry for being a bit more off topic in the introduction of the video. If you remember my previous unboxing about this EP album by Blood Incantation from the same label Evil Greed, yeah, I listened to it a few times. It was a fucking good album since the last track, well, the bonus track, Chronophagia, was more like a vibe of one of my favorite electronica artist that does all those science fiction music type soundtracks like Blade Runner. Not Vangelis, but if I forgot the name for what I've heard, it was Tangerine or something like that. I am looking into making a new album review, but it's gonna take me a lot of research and context about this album in the next future on my first episode of Fresh and Bird Metal Reviews or Fresh and Bird album reviews. I'm gonna be trying my best since I'm gonna take a little time to research on this one just to put some context. For now, just give me a bit of time for what I can put in. And also, here's the package I got from Evil Greed, the same company that did with the Blood Incantations EP. We're gonna find out what's in it, and I'll be making the in this part of the video with an updated collection video. Don't go anywhere once I've get this one unboxed because I like to keep my audience entertained. Please excuse me with the rubbing on my nose because of, you know, allergy season. It's spring, but we're not in summer yet. I don't know why, but hey, it's Texas. Who knows? Oh, okay. Oh, that's my personal receipt. Get that shit out of here. Okay, since unboxing has been done professionally, what we have here? Oh, it's the same old sticker. Okay, let's gonna do a little bit of a surprise. Ba ba ba. Voila! It's a pretty nice ambient shirt that I just got. I might be a fan of Dungeon Civ and Space Ambient. If you're gonna ask me what was my first Space Ambient track that I've been enjoying was what was it? I forgot there was an album called Star Autopsy, and it was one of those obscure ambient music that got me into space ambient from the album Star Autopsy, like this one I've mentioned. And this one, Blood Incantations, Time Wave Zero. Now I got this as a shirt. I'm trying to wait for the patches to see if there's any of that coming in since A lot of people were talking about this one, and it's pretty good. It's a good band since I was listening to Starspawn since it was more of a Time Ghoul vibe on one of the tracks. Okay, let's get to the collection video, shall we? Thank you for sticking around for a little while, my friends. Since this is gonna be my updated collection video, since this is a little bit of a part two to this, a little after my unboxing video, since I want y'all to stick around, and I'm gonna show you what I just brought in from between 2021 to 2022 of this year. Since I want to say I'm very sorry to keep up with my updated videos since I have about 200 subscribers. Well, recently to 212 or 210, I'm losing track, and we're gonna start off with this one. This one is this one is Goat Hammer and its album Ceremony of the Morbid Destruction. They're basically stationed from Canada or some shit. I got this one from Hell's Headbangers, like around February or March. It's been almost like a year for a while since I had this one. Now let's see what's next. We got Necrodum with Condemned to Burn. I got this one from a friend of mine, Necrotis Nelum of none other as Astaroth. I got this one from him, as well as a combo deal since I got these two for 20 bucks. It's a good fucking Black and Death album, and I've known him since the earliest times of 2016 at the time we met at the Border Assault, but now I just met him again at the Soulfly tour. He's a chill guy, and also Plantatia. I got this one from what was it, Sacred Bones Record. Since I've been trying to find some ambient music just to find some peace of mind in personal accounts because I was going through a lot of troubling times because of I had to deal with backstabbing friends and stuff like that that happened over the course of time, and I'm in my own peace for now. It's kind of hard to explain, and if this was made into a woven patch, I'd be more happy to go look for it and grab it before it's gone. Now we have Shinjitsu. This is a pretty good album. Even my dad had enjoyed it since he's a big Iron Maiden fan. That's what. And also VHS with Gore from Beyond the Stars from Canada. Since since this one, when I was listening to it, it's got the vibe of between a thrash metal with a bit of a mortician elements because I was listening to 10 times for a little while. It was like a fucking ass kicking version of mortician with thrash metal elements. If you're into like thrash metal with grindcore elements, like something with the vibes of like what was it, macabre, and and with thrash metal elements like with mortician in it, you gotta check this one out because this is a good fucking band, and I got this one as a free copy of it since I got my hands on a back patch. It was a good time. Oh boy, I got Soulfly from the tour, and also I was there in when they came to Laredo this time of year. It was a good fucking time since Soulfly is one of the most badass bands since Sepultura. Well, that's the time when Max had left Sepultura, and this is like well preserved like for a very long time. I got to see Max Calvera in person if you saw my Instagram or some shit, along with my personal for Infinity picture. Yeah, it was fucking fun. And also we got Overt Enemy from Denton or something, and these guys were like fucking badass, like no exception. And also we got Blood Incantation, Time Wave Zero. I listened to it like 5 times. Like it's fucking good. Cause the first tracks were more like the first two tracks that were basically original content, and then when I got to the Chronophagia, it was super longer. It was calming, soothing, and also yeah, it was pretty great. Not a bad, not a bad album. What kind of irates me was that there are some people in the metal community that has been, how you call it, fucking screaming like shit. Like they weren't. My honest opinion is, if you weren't paying attention what it says in the article, and you weren't aware that it's gonna be a ambient release, that's what's a little bit that's what annoys me for a little while. People are not thinking or looking twice to read the description what they said on the announcement. Even though I read it 2 times and understand it's an ambient EP, I got it. I enjoyed it. It was not that big of a deal. Well, the third track was more like Tangerine Dream vibes, and I'll be making the review about this one. And for now, I got my hands recently on the new ambient compilation from none other than Paul Rito of Blood Incantation. And I'll be making 2 separate reviews about this one and also and the other one, Dungeons and Dark Ambient review on with the new compilation album coming from Paul Rito himself. I'll give you what I would tell you, but not in the details. And also Catrinas, straight out of Mexico, but under a Texas label, Cadavering Dreams or something like that. Lingering Cadavering Records from Houston or Dallas. If you're into early Sepultura, Pestilence, and much more aggressive but pissed off thrash metal with death metal elements, you may want to check these guys out because I got this one back in summer and they're like fucking badass, man. Like, it's a good one. And also, the hidden history of the human race. There's no need to explain. These are like some good fucking bands every then and now. There's been some. I'm looking into making reviews about these albums in the near future, just for now. And also Arcana. I got this one as a neoclassical ambient. It's been soothing and charming once in a little lifetime, and I still love it. It's a beautiful ambient album. Well, neoclassical darkwave. And also we this one is Soulsure and Cascade of Dreams from Appalachia, Virginia, or something like that. And for the short tea, I have been enjoying this album once in a little while, and I got the CD copy of it at least. The Cascade Dreams, if you're not familiar who they are, those are the guys that did the first album that were only on a CD or something. Originally, their first album, Dragons of the Twilight or something like that, it was never been released on records nor on cassette because of how can you put it to it? It's the IRS glowies that are being bitching about confiscating anything from what I've heard from the artists behind Cascade of Dreams. It's a bit of a tragedy that like who in the fucking mind of a glowy or any other ugly motherfuckers trying to destroy property of music, even they're willing to pay back from IRS or evade IRS. I don't know the context about it from what I've heard, but I barely heard about it. This album was a good one, and it's got the little Charles Bernstein vibes. Something similar to Dream Warrior, Elm Street, you know. Case closed. Now we're going on with the cassettes. The cassettes, I got this one from Season Out of Season, Lamination, Full Moon over Farhaven. It's a good fucking Dungeon Synth classic, along with its second release of reissue is the Ein Symphony der Nacht. Yeah, these 2 cassettes I already got them along with the other one, and what you have is Corpse. I got this one from from the Soulfly show with Antisma. I got that one and it was fucking good. I already got myself a copy of this cassette since it's been a long time. It's from a musician named Rick Garza of Antisma. I already got it. This one is Warflurch, straight out of Florida, the hotspot for American death metal or OSDM, and especially new old school death metal as well. This is a European import since I wasn't able to get my hands on the American copy of that one because of you know how fast these motherfuckers went. Really fast as cunts on cocaine. And we have is Cascade Dreams Solas. The second album was a beautiful one, and this is more different because I've been enjoying that one for a while. And also, what was it again? Malfit. Malfit is one of the most best dungeon sims between late 2020, early 2021. I lost track because I was listening to it a few times. What I could say is it's just more of a pastel flavored dungeon sim because of the imagery like this. Like it's a good album in my honest opinion. Like I like the dungeon sim as a music for a whole, but the community itself, like fuck man, it's been like a fucking joke. Like I don't hate the genre Dungeon Civ, but it's the fucking community that's been pisses me off because of the sensitivity over the Burzum shirt or whatever, or in this case, lamination. Again, I'm not defending a band with shitty views or somebody who's been in a shitty past with a band that's been known for some hateful imagery. No, this is not what I meant to say. But I'm just saying it in my own explanation of what I've seen or heard. Even if you've been around Facebook for a long time, you get what I mean. Okay, we have is Moon Presence by Moon Presence album by it's it's a space ambient theme. When I saw this, when I saw this one, this kind of stuff reminds me of a lot like Don Dixon's artwork when he did with Blood Incantation, Star Spawn, especially Time Wave Zero. I'm going to admit, yes, I'm into dark ambient that has space flavored type style because that's just me. But now I'm still waiting for the Paul Rito's new ambient version to come out on April the 6th since the digital copy has been out in the public. It's a fucking good one and I can't wait to get my hands on it or give it a shot and listening to it. This is Bispin Moons from Dungeons Deep with its album Binding Force, and it's a good one. I was looking forward on seeing this Star Wars themed dark ambient dungeon civ one. It was all dark ambient dungeon civ, but in a Star Wars flavor, and it got a little bit vaporwave in all accounts from hearing this for a few times. This one was a vaporwave mixed with dungeon civ, yada yada yada, and also oh yes, Necrot. Necrot, it's one of the most one of a kind badass bands in the post Chuck Schuldiner death era, or I like new old school death metal with the vibes of death. That's just only it. Like if you're into bands that are like death or early death or in between the progressive and traditional death metal, then you come in the right place. You may want to check these guys out. You won't be disappointed. This one is Estrebanaya, or Russian translation term for fighting, from Stench of Death Records in Washington. This one right here, if you remember my reviews I made about this one, that this is a one of a kind Burzum type clone of a dark ambient. Like if you're into like Burzum type style by the dark ambient, like if you hated Varg because of his views, or you're trying to find some while separating the art from the artist, or trying to avoid anything that is linked to Burzum because of his views or whatever, I ain't got no issue with anyone what they're looking for unless you're looking for alternatives like this one that sounds like Burzum's dark ambient. Then You may want to check that one out. What you have is Hexane, State of the Insurgency. I heard about Hexen being split up for a little while, but making a comeback for the tour, and I've been hearing rumors that they're making a new album somehow. And Hexen, I remember hearing these guys when I was in high school. They're fucking good, in my honest opinion. And when I heard the track "Knee Deep in the Dead" after Past Life, holy fuck, man! This fucking band is like fucking good with Doom references. Nightmare, there's no need to explain. It's just a demo album from the band. It's just a speed metal. It it's a fucking good new old school speed metal. And this one right here, the last one is Tribal Gaze, Godless Voyage from what was it? Desert Wasteland Productions from Nevada. Well, formerly. This is a this is a Texas flavored Chuck Schuldeiner's Death that I had never heard of once in a little while. Forgive me if I try to compare bands to Death. Like, it's the vibes that it's been giving me once in a little while, and I've been enjoying it. I'm not gonna care if there's a label that hates caveman riffs or anything. I don't give a fuck if they shit on them or anything. I'm just gonna enjoy it whatever the fuck I want. Like, no ifs or buts. Don't give a fuck. That's your opinion or their opinion, not my fucking problem. I enjoy my way. Just like how my girlfriend enjoys K-pop or dark ambient or whatever she's been on. That's just me. I'm being a bit more open-minded once in a little while. I only been close-minded if something pisses me off. That's just my honest opinion. Going off topic. The patches, well, it's been a long story for a while since I only sold them on, but I only hold on to them for my collection video. I got this one from Australia, and this is Starspawn. Yeah, I like this one because this album from the band Blood Incantation now is a patch, Starspawn. That one was more like a how can I say it to you? Like, there were more like Time Ghoul vibes on the very last track of it, or the last two tracks. Good good band. The last track was Time Ghoul vibe. The others were more original content. This one is a Time Ghoul influence album, Starspawn, and this one is Slaves of the Ancient God from Indonesia. This is a good patch that I got my hands on. No questions asked. Just gonna drink my water once in a little while since I talk a lot during my explanation videos, reviews, and stuff like that. This is why I need high capacity water bottles just to keep going while I talk and make reviews out of anything what I put in. Okay, records, I want you all to keep that in mind since this is metal and non-metal. Take it from what I would show you with a grain of salt. This one is the Soma Fire Institute's vertical helix scan. If you remember, this is one I made a review about. This is one of a kind science fiction soundtracks type vibes, not besides Blood Incantation's Time Wave Zero. Yeah, I like synth music. I love metal. I like dark ambient. I love dungeon synth. Again, don't care. I enjoy whatever the fuck I want. And this one, The Who, I got this one as a gift from my uncle, since my uncle was a big fan of Anthrax, and this is his first time, well, his first return comeback time to go see The Who in San Antonio, and he got this copy as a present from me. I'm thankful to my uncle, even though I know my uncle very well since he was doing time. But the funny story about my uncle was that he saw some stuff that happened in prison when in the broadcasting TV, which is the infamous Max Room incident. That my uncle had remembered about that time when he was in the slammer or something. It's a long story. Again, this one is Towers, one of the well-known vaporwave classics in the vaporwave scene of a man falling down to his demise, which is there were some theories that they said was the falling man in the album art was based off in in a concept of the guy that died in 9/11 or something. I don't remember. I may put the video where I set that as a source from Pat Chennington or something. It's going to be in the link in the description below. This one right here is. I almost forgot what name is this one since Mystery. Mystery. This is Mystery from Geometric Lullaby Records. The elusive mystery. There you go. I almost. This language is more like a Korean style writing, like or Japanese or whatever. When my dad got this little package from my dad was asking me what the fuck it said in Chinese. I corrected my dad. It's Korean nor Japanese. I'm I'm trying to be more educated with him as possible since my dad is a bit of a boomer type person. Like I try to correct him as possible as I show you all my collection videos. This one got this one right here since I don't remember if I ordered it from January or something like that. Yeah, one of the best Soviet wave style music from Belarusia. Sutno was one of the most depressive lyrical themes ever. Okay, now we got Erang from Another World, Another Time. Erang is from Paris, but this album's been pressed under the American label Out of Season, like I've mentioned this one. Now we're moving on to the last one, Secret Stairways with Matthew Davis. Those are one of the best Dungeon Synth classics ever. Oh, I almost forgot one thing. There's a short sleeve version I might be getting my hands on as I've been working on my collection. Even though I had a boomer friend of mine, not in an ageist term, but by how I describe somebody that I know in my life was a boomer friend told me when you're a metalhead, when you're not in the mood for metal, you have to get yourself some guilty pleasures. Like this one, Secret Stairways. I know who he is. On this one, Matthew Davis was one of the guys from a Black and Death band. I don't remember which one. The guy was very skillful in his works. Now let's see. Here's the EP copy of the LP copy of Hidden History of the Human Race. I like the way how this one was. Oh shit. And also we have is Exodus, Persona Van Grata, Persona Non Grata. There you go. I was at Best Buy in my hometown lately, and I got this one. Like, I got it out of impulse behavior, and I was listening to the album like few times for a while. Bad fucking ass album, like no fucking questions asked. Now we're going to the last one. Groceries were open from Geometric Lullaby. I might be a metalhead that enjoy a lot of things, even though I'm open-minded to all genres. Since now the record collection has been done for now, since now we're gonna move on to the shirts. Stick around. Okay, now since this is the last section of it, just to get to it for today, and we're gonna showing off the shirts. We have Secret Stairways, since I got this one from Dungeons Deep Records, since even though I bought this one in order to support a memory of one of the leading masters of the Dungeon scene, Matthew Davis, since I mentioned his name earlier in this video. We have Hexane's State of the Insurgency, since this one came in a cassette bundle and I got that one for like 25 bucks with a shipping That is a total of 30. And then we have Blood Incantations Time Wave 0, since been enjoying the ambient for like a few or 5 times for now, since it's a good one. And then there's the tour shirt. This is the Soulfly tour shirt, and it's still it's still a good time for me, since man, this is the first time I see Sepultura's Max Galvera in person. If you saw the photos on Instagram or on my personal FA, now you know. And then the last, here's the corpse with Rick Garza. I got this one from the show at the merchandise table. Yeah, that's it for today. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe down below and leave a comment, and I'll get to you. And also, I want to say is I am really sorry for being a little bit this late on showing up on my collection video, since this is all between 2021 and 2022 of this year. And I'm really sorry if I've been not updating my channel lately, since it was kind of fun to know that I got like 200 subscribers and now I'm on 214 or 216. Lost track. I want to say is have a great day. Subscribe to my channel and leave a comment down below, and I'll get to you. Have a great day.